Hello my friends, George here from No Nonsense Metal Reviews, and I'm here today to share in the excitement and the great anticipation of the recent Iron Maiden announcements. 2026 will see Iron Maiden hitting the road once again, bringing their Run for Your Lives tour back across Europe, mainland Europe, and to a very special trip to the UK, to Nebworth. So we've had quite a few exciting Maiden announcements over the last couple of weeks. I've been watching this space very carefully, very closely. A lot of us Maiden fans have, of course. Iron Maiden started their Run for Your Lives tour in 2025, playing some amazing shows, some real benchmark shows across Europe, here in the UK as well. A very notable show being at the London Stadium, where they played to 70,000 fans. I had the pleasure of catching Iron Maiden at Birmingham, and that was an absolutely fantastic show. Birmingham Utilita Arena back in June this year. An absolutely excellent show. I absolutely loved it. It blew me away. If you've been following the channel, I did a full review on that show, and I stand by my assessment that Maiden were on absolutely fine form. They really did blow me away. That was the first time that I'd seen Maiden for a lot of years. In fact, about 11 years, if I remember correctly. Shamefully, but they've still got it. They're still going strong, and they're still giving us Maiden fans what we want, which is more tours, more elaborate stage setups. They're giving us these different dynamic mixed up set lists, and they're just delivering the freaking goods. So Maiden bringing Run for Your Lives world tour back over to Europe, as I say, with some great, amazing sounding shows that they've got lined up in mainland Europe. Notably, they're going to be playing in Paris, massive arena there that they're going to be performing in front of, and it's going to be a phones free event, just like what Ghost have been doing with their Skeletor. It's a phones-free show. Phones will be sealed in magnetic pouches, which is a great thing. I have to admit, catching Ghost on their Skeletor phones-free event, it really does work. So Maiden are going to be trying that out as well, and I believe they're going to be recording that show in Paris as well. But really excitingly, more excitingly for me here in the UK, is that Iron Maiden have announced they will be headlining a very special outdoor event at Nebworth, Stevenage here in the UK. Nebworth is a legendary venue, of course. It's a big, stately home, but it's also been the home to a lot of great shows and festivals. Notably, the Sonosphere Festival that used to be around, used to come to the UK, and was always at Nebworth. In fact, the last Sonosphere Festival to be hosted in the UK at Nebworth was 2014, where we did in fact have Iron Maiden headlining that Saturday night, and I happened to be there as well, and it was a great show, amazing performance. It's got a great setup there. And Maiden will be returning to that hallowed ground, but 12 years later. Really looking forward to this one. So myself, like countless other Maiden diehards, were jumping onto those pre-sale tickets Wednesday and Thursday of this week. I myself snapped up a couple of tickets with the Friday camping as well. Yeah, it's not cheap. It cost a small fortune, but it's Iron Maiden. It's practically their own festival at Nebworth. So what can we expect? We've had the announcement. It's not just Maiden. They're bringing a few hand-picked bands out with them as well. So they're going to be making it more of a festival size, festival kind of organised event. It's going to be spectacular. It's going to be something grand. The press statement alluded to a lot of special things, not just for Nebworth, of course, but across the tour. But focusing on Nebworth, we're going to be in for a treat. I am really excited about this. I'm going to be dragging the good wife along with me to this one. The Friday, there aren't any bands announced, so it's not necessarily festival structure like that. However, there is mention in that statement, press statement from Rod Smallwood, their manager. We will be getting potentially some live music. They'll be working on things over the coming months. But Friday, 10th of July 2026 is when it will be kicking off. Live music, DJs, there's going to be Maiden-themed food and drink outlets. More importantly, Eddie's Dive Bar, which is something they've been doing on the Run for Your Lives tour. Don't know too much about that, but I'm assuming it's a Maiden-themed bar. So I'm expecting some Trooper on tap, which is actually a personal favourite of mine. I do love my ales, and Robinson's / Iron Maiden's Trooper is a bit of a winner. So I'm expecting plenty of Maiden-themed beverages, just to get really in that Maiden mood. But I'm really looking forward to it. It's a bit of a surprise. We don't really know what to expect. We were given the indication that camping tickets or camping availability on the Friday was quite limited, so I am very pleased to have been able to snap up those tickets. Just really excited to share in that Maiden excitement. It's all going to be good fun, I'm sure. So things are kicking off on the Friday. Maiden-themed entertainment. Really looking forward to that. Obviously, the main event is Saturday, the 11th of July, 2026. Maiden Run for Your Lives 2026 UK show. Wow, I'm really excited for this one. They absolutely delivered the goods in 2025, of course. I'm not expecting a massive deviation from what we've had already. I'm sure they'll probably be keeping the set list quite the same. They'll probably be keeping a lot of the stage structure and setup and theatrics the same as well. But before we delve too much more into that, we do have a hand-picked lineup with them with Maiden for Nebworth. We have The Almighty, which I have to admit, I'm not all that familiar with. I know it's a bit of a legendary rock band. Like I say, not too familiar, so I'm going to be doing a bit of research before that show, of course. We've also got The Who. I believe that they are a Mongolian kind of hard rock band, a fusion of heavy music and folk music. Again, not familiar with those guys, but I'll definitely be getting familiar with that between now and next July. But excitingly, we do have Airborne. They're a great rocking band, hard rocking band, very much in the style of AC/DC, but it's good fun, good music. They're a great Australian band, absolutely killer. Had the pleasure of catching them. I believe it was one of the Ramblin' Man fairs, can't remember what year, but looking forward to rocking out to them. And we also do have The Darkness as well. Very good band, a British rock band, pretty reliable, entertaining, fun. You know, you've got some interesting personalities in there, very tongue-in-cheek stuff. I'm looking forward to catching The Darkness again and having a rock out to them. But headliners, it's all about Iron Maiden. What can we expect? Much the same is my prediction. I'm expecting that, based on the poster anyway, the tour poster, we've got a lot of the imagery which we expect to see in there. We've got a ship from Rime and the Ancient Mariner. We've got some pyramids for Power Slave. We've got Spitfire, Aces High. My prediction, personally, is that they'll probably keep the set list the same or very much the same. I'm sure that I even would love to have some different tracks thrown in there, and I'm sure that a lot of people would also love to have some variation in the set list. But thinking about it logically, it's still the Run for Your Lives tour. It doesn't say that it is part 2 or still Running for Your Lives World Tour. If that was the case, it might give them more room to kind of mix it up and take a few bits out, chuck a few new bits in. That said, if they did do that, they would probably have a really difficult time in deciding which tracks to take out, because let's face it, it was a really good greatest hits with a few deeper cuts set list. And of course, any band, they're never going to please everyone. They're never going to tick all the boxes for every fan. Even the most die-hard, dedicated Maiden fans will probably always find some tracks that they would rather weren't there. They would have preferred track A, B, C, or whatever instead. They're never going to win. No matter what they do, they keep it the same, they change it up, they're never going to win for everyone. I personally was really quite satisfied with the set list. I say satisfied, I was more than satisfied. I was freaking loving it. Going crazy to those amazing tracks that I wasn't expecting. Title track, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Title track, Power Slave. Of course, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. The Clairvoyant, Trooper, Number of the Beast. They were throwing in deeper dives, well, slightly less aired tracks, and then they were throwing in all the essentials as well. Not forgetting, of course, giving plenty of spotlight attention to the first two albums, mainly to Killers, with some absolutely brilliant tracks. I wasn't expecting Killers, title track there. Murders in the Rue Morgue, of course. We had some really good stuff. They were giving us Wrathchild. They were giving us Phantom of the Opera. So they were delving a little bit deeper. But I'm expecting they'll keep a lot of that, if not completely, that set the same. And personally, I'm quite happy with that. I think what might be slightly different though is the scale. Not sure of the capacity for the Nebworth show, but I'm expecting it will be a pretty big scale show. The tens of thousands rather than the thousands. In which case, might give them more room to play around with their stage setup. I'm assuming a lot of it will be the same, but it might be even bigger, even grander. The fact that it's outdoors might give more room to even more spectacular pyros. I think there's a lot of speculation. We could be speculating for hours on end what they could do, what they might do. Actually, I think there's some things guaranteed. We're going to have Bruce charging around like a fully charged battery pack. The guy is an amazing stage presence. He is an encapsulating figure. He is absolutely the perfect frontman. Great singer. I think that he's still got a great voice, great power. I know I said this in my review of the Birmingham show. Yeah, he sounds older. He's aged. Are we surprised? We certainly shouldn't be. The guy is 67 now, I believe. Of course, he's going to be sounding a little bit older, a little bit more matured, shall we say. But he's still a great singer, great front man, so we can assume we're going to get more Bruce antics. We're also going to be given a musical performance like no other. Maiden are absolute maestros. They are masters of the art. And seeing them 2025, it was incredible. They have still absolutely got it. I can remember seeing them for the first time on the Final Frontier tour and the subsequent tours after that when they did the O2, Download, Sonosphere, and just absolutely being mesmerised. From them, those shows in the early 2010s, right up to 2025, they've still got it. They're going strong. They're playing up there with the best of them. And they are the freaking best of them. Really looking forward to seeing the boys absolutely killing it live. Simon filling in on drums, taking up that very, very big spot, that important throne after Nico stepped away, of course. Simon absolutely just lived up to it. He did a great job on drums as well. So looking forward to seeing him killing the kit as well. But I'm expecting great stuff from Iron Maiden at Nebworth. Really excited for this one, as you can probably tell. I think the next question is, will this be the only UK show? My money is on probably not. I think that it's very coincidental that they have not stated that this is a UK exclusive show. We haven't yet got the Download Festival 2026 headliners. They have just announced within the last week or so that they'll be headlining a lot of the European mega festivals as well in 2026 around June. So chances are they probably will end up doing Download as well. Does that detract from the fact that Nebworth is going to be an awesome, far more intimate, really, and far more exciting show? No, of course it doesn't. It's just another show, but another opportunity for fans to catch Maiden. And let's face it, who doesn't want to catch Maiden? Freaking great band. I think a lot of people, judging by some of the comments anyway to the review of the Birmingham show, a lot of people were quite content not to see Maiden now that they are advancing in years, now that they have seen them numerous times before. But for me, I want to catch Maiden as many more times as I can. So I'm expecting, as I say, exclusive antics and fun at Nebworth, kicking off with that Friday surprise. It's all a surprise at this time, bit of a mystery. And of course, the main event, Iron Maiden's headline UK show at Nebworth. Does beg the question, will this be the last time that we get a Run for Your Lives tour? Will this be the last time that we get a Maiden headline outside open air event here in the UK? Not like them headlining one of the other festivals, but headlining their own show outdoors like this. There's a lot of potential there. I do wonder if this is almost testing the waters, laying down that groundwork, putting the feelers out there. Is this a big hit? Could this be a bit of a winning formula? I'm surprised Maiden haven't done it already, to be honest, but certainly going to be exciting to see how big an Eddie's dive bar they managed to put together for this one. So I'm excited. Are you excited? Who's going to be catching Maiden at Nebworth? Who am I going to see down the dive bar on the Friday? Of course, we're interested to hear thoughts and opinions of others on this one. Up the frickin' irons. Can't wait for July 11th, well, July 10th, in fact, 2026. All kicking off. Going to be good fun. So, my friends, what do you think? Are you going? Are you not? Are you down for it? If not, why not? Interested. So, thank you very much for watching this humble anticipation review. Hope you've enjoyed. Do feel free to comment, get involved in the discussion. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. That support is always greatly appreciated. Check back soon for more reviews and recommendations of all the good heavy things. Till next time, take care of yourselves, listen to Iron frickin' Maiden, and stay heavy.